Hey everyone, good evening. So before we get started, let's make sure of a few things. Do let me know if you're able to see the screen and hear my voice properly. Let me know if there is any background noise or anything at all. Okay, you will have a chat option, so I can see many hands rising up. That's good. Can you just type as well? Can you type an S or something? Say hi. Okay, thank you, Ans Goyal. Everything is okay. Awesome. Okay, perfect. Aditya, Ayush and Kit Shivam. Hi, how are you? Great. All right. So you might know what this session is going to be and everything. Okay, so let's wait for a minute maximum and then we'll begin anyway, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. Hi Rahul. Oh, cool, great. So before we get started, before all this, so my name is Bala Murli. I've been with Facebook for almost 7 years now. So in this session, we have a surprise for you. I'm not sure if the surprise is already ruined. So I think you know what this session is going to be. So in this session, you will learn what exactly is LinkedIn in case if you don't already know, and how exactly can you use it to better your career and enhance your opportunities. And then we have a surprise for you, and I'm not sure if you already know the surprise. Okay, if anybody knows it, can you type? I want to see if it's already spoiled or if you know it. Okay, cool. So you're going to get an upgrade on LinkedIn. Yeah, that's the surprise. Okay, pretty much. Yes, Sans Goyal. Nice. Yeah. So in case if you have heard of LinkedIn Premium, you would know. So you know what premium means. Premium is an enhanced version where you get a lot of additional features in LinkedIn. So yeah, it's awesome. So I'll tell you what exactly do you get with premium, and you're going to get it for 6 months. And after the session, you'll be getting this session's recordings as well as a link sent to your email ID that you have that is in your database, and that the mail ID that you used to register for this. So hi Rupak. So yeah, so once you do it, it will be upgraded. But what exactly does premium mean, and how exactly can you use it? What are the additional benefits that you get, and what exactly are you supposed to do? So this is what we're going to see in this session. So it's not going to be too long. It's going to be short and brief, and probably it might take around an hour. That's my guess. So if you're going to start it right away, then that's fine. Okay, as of now, we have 213. Okay. I think we can get started. It's been 3 minutes already. So shall we begin? Hi, Shreya. Okay, too many hi messages. Okay, hi everyone. Hi, Viraj. All right, pumped. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. So, for those of you who have joined just now, hey everyone, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Balamurli from Pace Prep. So, we're going to see what exactly is LinkedIn. You might have heard about it already. Okay, can you tell me what exactly is LinkedIn? So we can have some small talk before everybody comes in. So the strength is supposed to be around 500. I think we have 50% of it. So I don't want anyone to miss out. So yeah, a maximum 1 minute. So kind of your resume, okay? A place for industry experts. Very good. Okay. You know that we have lots of job finding portals. You have Naukri, and you have so many things. And if you look at social media, we have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and whatnot. But what is so special about LinkedIn? Why should we use LinkedIn when we have all these other social media sites where we can ask for opportunities or for jobs? So what is so special? Okay, social media of professionals. First of all, okay, very good. Platform to connect all over the world. Awesome. Platform to find job globally. Okay, people write their resume and they post it. Sounds good. Okay, cool. For personal branding, all right. Right. It's professional. Okay, right. So for all these other social media sites, we use it for fun. We post whatever we want. And if you look at all the posts that you have posted earlier, some few years back, we might not like it. So yeah, it's a place to have fun, but LinkedIn is more of a professional thing. Cool. You get to connect with high profile personalities, Ayush. Okay, yeah, correct. Okay, so one thing that is common among all your answers is it's kind of professional. Okay, cool. All right. So you're right. You got the point, but how exactly does that work? and how is that different from any other networking platform, and what am I going to benefit by having a profile in LinkedIn. It's free, of course, but what exactly is so special about it? So let's see. It's a better app for meeting up and job application. Cool. Nowadays, memes are also posted on LinkedIn. Yeah, that is also true. But again, it depends on the quality and the type of meme. All right, I guess enough small talk. So let's do this. So how exactly do we use LinkedIn and how exactly is going to help you? So when I take you through this presentation, we have some 50 slides, but as we move, now some of these things you might not have known. So as a professional in the tech industry for almost 7 years now, so I'm going to tell you how exactly to get your profile ready, or since it's the basic starting stage, what exactly are you supposed to do so that, and how exactly can you search for jobs or opportunities, and what can you get. So for most of you, LinkedIn is a place where people look for jobs or people connect with people who are high-ranking professionals. Yeah, that is true, but there are so many other things which you can do in LinkedIn and which you might not be aware of. Okay, except using this platform to find jobs, what else can you do? Any idea? In case if you all have a profile on LinkedIn, in case you have done some research, you probably would know what are the other things that they can do apart from it. So do people use it only to look for jobs, or can you do a bit of networking as well? Again, the purpose of networking again goes to look for better opportunities. But yeah, very good. LinkedIn courses. Now, many of you might not be aware of it. You can get certifications. You can enhance your skills as well. Linda, very good. Cool. So I'm not sure how much is your knowledge of on LinkedIn or jobs or about your graduating plans in general. So I'm going to assume that all of you are going to just get started so that nobody misses up. So here we go. Now, first of all, after this session, you're going to get a link. All right. Now, those of you who do not have a LinkedIn profile already, it is highly recommended that you do it. So when you do that, it is just like signing up on Facebook or any other social media platform. So you go there, they ask for your email address and they ask for your password. And then once you join, you will get a page like this. And then it's going to ask if you want a premium or not in the usual case. But for you, once you use the link that we are going to send it to you, then once you click that button, it will automatically be upgraded to premium. And it will stay premium for 6 months. So you can make the best use of it. It's free, of course. But many of us would not exactly know how is premium going to enhance my opportunities in any way or what is so great about it. So that is why we have this session. So apart from premium, LinkedIn in general, it's a great platform where you can connect with high ranking professionals, learn more about your industry, and you can do a lot of things. We'll see one by one in detail. At any point in time, in case if you have questions, if it's a simple question, no problem. I'll answer it right away. In case if it requires um, great explanation, I'll do that in the end. Okay. So, but anyway, if you have a question, you can just type it just like that. And in case you have a doubt, and if you feel that it takes too long for you to type, or if you want to speak, I can unmute your mic and you can speak there as well. But once the session is over. All right. Cool. And in case if my voice breaks or if the screen gets stuck, if you feel something is wrong, might be a technical problem, might be from your end, you can just rejoin. Usually that solves it. But in case if it's my end, let me know in the chat and I'll rectify that. All right, cool. So first thing, after this, you will get a link, and by the end of the day, you'll get it, and you can do that. Okay. Where would we enter payment information for premium, or is it auto renewal? Okay, nothing like that. There is nobody is going to get any of your payment information or no auto renewal, nothing. So just because you attend this class, and since we have a partnership with LinkedIn, they wanted to help students. So for 6 months you get it for free. That's it. And in case if you want to continue, then you can do that. That is up to you. But there is no auto renewal feature or something. And there is no payment information. We'll be sending you a link. You just click it. It will be upgraded. That's it. Done. Okay, so what exactly is the value of it? All these things we'll see. So in case if you're new to LinkedIn, you're going to sign up. The setup process is pretty simple. And when you click a link, you will get it. In case if you're already a LinkedIn user, same process, you don't have to worry. You just join it. You will be directed to this page, a login page, and then you can do the same thing. So it doesn't matter whether you already have it or not. You can take advantage of this. All right, cool. So what exactly is LinkedIn? What is all the fuss about? Okay, so LinkedIn, just like any other social media site, you can connect with professionals, and just like any other social media site, they would post a lot of posts or videos or information. All these things can be done, but this is also done in Facebook or Insta. But what makes it different? So here, it is purely for building professional relationships. So what do we mean by that? So people sharing information, it is all going to be related to jobs and opportunities, most of the case. So all these things that you see on FB or WhatsApp, all these forwards regarding something or any information, it will be something related to your jobs or opportunities, not anything apart from that. So which is why we call it, it's a place for professionals. So which is why we have to be careful and we must know how exactly to use it. So many people uh, treat LinkedIn as if it's just another social media site. So that can actually damage uh, your opportunity growth. Okay, how does that do it? Okay, I'll just tell you how this works. So as you can see, it is for building and strengthening your professional relationships. Now, for example, let's say you meet a HR, or let's say you do a paper presentation or a symposium, or you get to meet someone in your industry, like an important person, like a HR or a vice president, or someone who can mentor you or guide you, and you want to stay connected. Now, if you just want to stay connected with their personal life or something, you would follow them on Insta or Facebook. But in case if you're curious about how exactly did they get that position, or if you want to work for them, or if you want to know any opportunities that are available, or if you want to know what are the skills that you require, then they would not advertise that in FB or Insta. They would post all these things in LinkedIn because it is specifically for that. So even in Facebook and Insta, we recommend jobs or products all the time. But this is a place exactly and only for that. So this is a place where professionals use, and students also can use it. But if you look at the majority part, it is already will be with the people there will be working professionals. Okay, Pranjal, the link will be sent to your email ID after the session. All right. So even after the session, if you're not getting the email, you should probably check with your placement department, whatever email that you have used to register in the database, or in case if you have given an email ID which you no longer use, you must just check that out. So that's not a problem. If we get your proper email ID, we'll do that. Okay, and you must also check your spams or other folders just in case. Okay, cool. So this is what LinkedIn is. Now, why should you do it? No, Sukumar, you don't have to download anything. No app, nothing at all. Just click the link and then your account will be upgraded to premium. And in case if you don't have an account already, then you'll have to make an account and then click it. So you can use it anyway. All right. Okay. So all these technical things on how exactly to get started, we have slides for that. So let's focus on this. So why should you do it? Now, if you look at it, as of now, LinkedIn has 800 million members. Okay, how much is 1 million? 1 million is 10 lakhs. So 800 into 10 lakhs. That is how many members we have in LinkedIn. And we have 60 million companies. So the presence of companies. So this is a great way for companies to look for talent. So rather than advertising outside, they can just connect with professionals who can refer and who are able to see what skills you might have. So yeah, uh, Narayan, yeah. Okay, these features anybody who has signed up will use. The advantages of using LinkedIn Premium, I'll show it. It's in the coming slides. All right. Yeah, we'll get to that, Narayan. Okay, cool. So 20 million jobs, which means jobs are posted all the time. At any point in time, you will see that there are 20 million job openings. I know it's a pretty huge number to pursue, but we are talking about worldwide. And here you have 50K plus skills. Okay, now this might be confusing. What do we mean by 50K plus skills? Okay, so 50,000 skills. So in LinkedIn, there is an option where you can add what type of skills you have. So when we talk about skills, it is soft skills or hard skills, or it can be anything. For example, if you think that you have good communication skill or leadership ability or teamwork or whatever it might be, or your technical skills. So in all this, in a resume, you cannot add all these things, but in a LinkedIn, you can see that there are 50K plus skills. All right. Okay, Chauhan, that's a very good question. So pretty much till the end of this presentation, I would have already answered all the questions that you might have in your mind. And still, if it's not covered, you let me know, I'll answer it in the end. Okay, I can see that so many of you are asking questions. That's very good. Happy to know that you're curious. So we'll be covering all this in slides. Okay, so still, if it's not answered, please keep it. By the end of the class, I'll explain. Cool. And 120K plus schools. And when we say schools, um, it is not just schools as in not for school kids. When they say schools, it's both schools, colleges, educational institutions, universities. And then we have 443 B plus knowledge. Okay, so what exactly is this 443 B plus? So billion hours of knowledge. So many of you told that you know about LinkedIn learning. So there are so many things that you can learn as well. Okay. Yeah. So that is it. Okay, please save all your questions. I can see so many of your questions popping up. I'm not able to read all of them. So when I say that you can ask questions, you can do it. Since there are lots of questions, I'm not able to yeah, focus on it. So yeah, just save it for the end. Like I said, anyway, your questions would be answered as we go through the slides. And as of now, there are 6 million Indian students using LinkedIn currently. Okay, why do students use it? So why do students use it? If you look at it, students use it for a variety of reasons. So even though they are still students, they are not actively looking for jobs. Still, it's a great way they can learn about industry trends. For example, whatever skills you have right now, that is fine. But we need to look at futuristic skills. Now, if you look at how the world works, you can see that so many things that we've been using some 5 years back or 10 years back, now many of those skills or technologies have become obsolete. So obsolete means it is no longer in practice. So technology always changes, and the purpose of any business is making things better. So as we continue to make things better, whatever you know right now may not be required in the future. There might be something else. So which is why they say learning is a continuous process. So you must understand what is going on right now. So you might have certain skills, but what do companies require? So what you have and what do companies want, only if there is a match, then there is a proper transfer of service, right? That is what we call as a job. What is the job? You're going to offer your services, whatever is your talent or your skill, and the company is going to compensate you in terms of money. That's what it is, right? So the reason why students are there in LinkedIn is to learn about their industry trends, or right now you might not have thought about in which industry you want to pursue your career. You might belong to a certain department, but maybe you want to do something else. So just to understand what is going on right now, just to stay updated. Okay. And especially for people who are in the graduating line. Now for them, once you graduate, of course, you have campus placements and so many of other things that you can do after graduation, like higher studies or preparing for government jobs or so many things. So along with that, if you have a LinkedIn profile and if you understand what is the need of the market right now, it will help you in preparing yourself. So that is exactly why. All right. And how exactly do you do it? So this is pretty basic. You need to go to this website, just type LinkedIn in Google and it will take you directly and fill basic details, just like how you join any social media site, and that's all. You're all set up. Okay. Now this is where a problem starts. People learn about LinkedIn by their friends, and then they start making a profile. And the problem is they treat this like any other social media, an app or a site. So that becomes a problem. So adding a photo to your profile picture. Okay, what is the logical thing that you're supposed to do? In slide, it is not mentioned. Can you put a photograph of yourself rocking a selfie or showing some signs or with your friends shouting, showing your rage? Yeah, all these things you can do it in WhatsApp or FB. You can show your wild side. But as we saw earlier, it is supposed to be professional, right? So in your professional attire or any photograph that makes you look like a calm and a good person, so that is what you're supposed to do. So yes, a decent photo, right? So the logic is it should be a professional photograph. In so many things, in so many profiles, I have seen people posting pictures of how what they would use on FB or Instagram or WhatsApp. They would show their wild side. Yeah, you can do that, but the problem is impressions are very important. For example, if I'm an HR and if I'm going to look for people and I look like uh, to your profile and you have posted a pic of your birthday, okay, Vijay has posted the same, and you have cake all over your face. What do you think I would do? Yes, we all have a wild side, but the problem is on a professional networking site, you have cake on your face. So now I can make so many impressions about you, which might not be true. So impressions very important. So if you have a photograph which is repulsive, then the HR might make an impression and they will move on to the next. So it's very important that your profile looks very neat, and because it acts like a resume, right? So uh, the way you showcase yourself is very important. So when you add a picture, in case if you already have a profile and if you have some crazy pictures, please remove it and post a professional picture. And many of them, they don't even post a picture. That is also equally bad, because when you don't have a picture, people are less likely to assume that you're real, or less likely to assume that you're actually active on LinkedIn. Yes, that will definitely be a negative point. So see, just think about it logically. You go for an interview, all right? Let's say you're really skilled, you're really talented, but how will the HR know that? Unless the HR knows you personally already, it's the very first time he's going to meet you, correct? And even though you are skilled and talented, let's say you're going to dress very shabbily, you have spikes, and you have all these piercings, tattoo on your face. Do you think the HR will even want to have a conversation with you? No, it doesn't matter what skills you have. In the initial impression itself, you have come across as a weird guy or a girl, whoever it might be. So of course, we are not supposed to judge a person based on how they look, but again, based on the way you dress and carry yourself, we human beings tend to make a lot of impressions. So here, this is a place to be professional, all right? So in case you don't have a picture, or if you have posted a picture which is not professional, please remove it and post something which makes you look like a professional, a decent person, all right? So when you do that, we find that in LinkedIn, they are 9 times more likely to get connection requests. Okay, now this is interesting. In Facebook, you have friend requests, and in Instagram, you follow someone and they follow you back. Now here we call it as connection requests. So we get connected. Now, when people see that you belong to a particular company or you are a student of so and so, they want to get connected to you, especially if they feel that you're an important person. So we are here on LinkedIn to make sure that we expand our network and we get connected with important people. So when you have a bad image or when you have no image at all, even though you have a profile, people are not going to view it, because in general, when when we see a profile with no picture, we don't bother about it much. Okay, there are lots of impressions we make. So do have a picture. That is 9 times more likely to increase your connection requests. And even if you want to get connected to people, just like FB, they have to accept it. So if you have an empty profile, they don't want to get connected with people whom they have no idea about. So when you have an image and when you have a solid profile, now that will add the trusting factor, trustworthiness. So being genuine. So all this comes under this. So 21x more profile views. People are going to view your profile more likely, and 36 times more messages. So messages in the sense, now messages could be just simple messages between your colleagues, or it could be from your alumni, your seniors, or it might be anyone. So people tend to respond more to messages when they have a profile with a proper picture. Okay, so this is just to tell you the importance of having a good picture. So in case you don't have one, take one and you can do it. Okay, it need not be that you are supposed to be dressed professionally. It is just that any photo that makes you look gives an impression that you're a decent person. That's it. Okay, cool. All right. So don't post pictures like how actors post in their photo shoots. Many people tend to overdo it. Okay. So looking somewhere 45-degree, all these uh, cinematic photographs, kindly avoid them. So what would you post in your resume if you're going to attach the same thing? You're going to attach a professional photograph in your uh, resume, right? So same thing. Okay, a simple photo, it should have only your upper body, your face, and maybe a bit of your shoulders. So just a simple smile, and that's it. Okay. So if you go through LinkedIn, you will see so many profiles, and then looking at them, you can understand what type of photo you need required. You need not bother about it much. Okay. Cool. So this is the first step, adding a photograph and then recording your name. So in case you didn't know, there is a very cool feature in LinkedIn where you can record your name. Now, since it's a platform where we connect with people globally, and especially when it comes to foreigners, so they might have a hard time in pronouncing our name. And even when we read names of other people, so we would not exactly know how to pronounce their name. So when you actually get connected to people and when you call them out, and many of us would have this experience in our schools and colleges, a teacher calling out a name, but the pronunciation is completely different. So this happens a lot of times. So you can actually record on how to exactly pronounce your name in case if your name is very long or if it has a lot of syllables. So it's good to know it. So in case if a HR wants to get connected to you or if they are looking for people or anything that happens, they can know how exactly to call your name. So yeah, you can do that as well. So just like how you would send a voice message in WhatsApp, it works the same way. All right. And now comes industry. So as of now, you need not bother about this. But once you graduate, whatever industry you want to get into, whether it is a technical industry or whether any other industry that you want, or whatever field or whatever people you follow. So you can do that. So now people with who have their uh, posted their industry, so they will have 9x more profile views, and they have 3 lakh people searching by industry on LinkedIn. So because, for example, if HR search for people, how do you think they randomly search? They will not. Okay, Rashika says background noise. Okay, just a minute, Rashika. Okay, I think it should be fine now, but do let me know if it continues. All right. So people search based on their industries. As of now, you need not bother about it because you're still a student. And but if you're already sure of in which industry you want to get into, whether be it technical or whether it is your core department or whatever it might be, feel free to add it. So, and then we have a feature where you're open to work or not. Now here in LinkedIn, it is not just about uh, connecting with people so that you get job opportunities. It is also for people who are looking for internships. So you could get internships and search for things here as well. So I'll tell you how to exactly search and how to get this. Okay, it's not mandatory, but if you do that, it's going to be beneficial. So if you're not sure of what industry you want to get into, you can just give a favorite industry or what you think it might be. Anyway, you can always change. It is just that I'm just showing you things, uh, how people get connected. So here, if you do all this, your chances of getting connected to important people are much higher. So that's it. And showing that you're willing to work. So yeah, I'm sure all of you might have FB profiles, and in FB you have lots of things to add. You can say what you're interested in and what are you looking for and so many things. So likewise, we have lots of options here. So you can go to your profile and edit all these. And in case if your exams are up and if you're looking for work or if you're looking for internships, there is a feature where you can show this, showing that you're open to work, which means you're looking for opportunities, and the people who want people, they can directly contact you or they might refer you. So yeah. So here, by clicking your add profile section and selecting intro, you can do all this. So it works just like any other normal social media site. Right? And then here comes the important part. Now in FB or Insta, you might have a small summary of yourself. Now those summaries might be funny. Again, it's completely up to you. It's your choice. But here in LinkedIn, you must make sure that your summary is pretty compelling. Okay, when we say compelling, what exactly is this? Now you're not supposed to talk about what kind of person you are and what you like and all that is fine. But here remember, it is a place where you sell yourself. Now what is selling yourself? Now what happens in a typical interview process? You're trying to sell to the HR that you're a worthy candidate, and so that they would recruit you, correct? So the same thing we are going to do here. So compelling summary means you're going to talk about what you're passionate about, what are your skills, your achievements, your aspirations. So when you have more of an elevator pitch, so an elevator pitch means a short pitch where people try to sell something. You might have all this experience about people who are involved in marketing when they try to sell something, keeping it short and crisp. So that is an elevator pitch. So just like that, you need not write so many paragraphs or essays about yourself, just a short summary of yourself. So when you look at other profiles, you would know how people have written, and you can pretty much take that as an example. I'll show you as well, but make sure that there at least it has 40 plus words. Now, just like that, in Facebook, you see that we have lots of reactions that we can do to posts, where you can like, or you have a love symbol, and there are so many things that you can do. So likewise, we also have certain features in LinkedIn that you can do. For example, we saw that there are lots of companies on LinkedIn and lots of colleges, schools in LinkedIn. So what they would do is they would regularly post their requirements or whatever technology that they are using. And in case if there is something that you like to share or add to it, of course, just like any post, you can comment on it and you can react to all this. And there is a featured session which will show you samples of your work. So whatever articles or things that you're going to post, or blogs or portfolio or anything. So yes, just like FB, you can do anything. But again, the key rule to remember is it's a professional site. So whatever posts you're going to do, make sure that it is related with industry and technology, not some random rant about what you feel about what is wrong with the world or something. Okay, so we have separate places for that. So here in profiles on FB and Insta, people are not going to, I mean, even if people judge you, that is not going to affect you in any important way. But here it is very important that you're on your best behavior or impression. So whatever posts that you post or whatever things that you have said or any single thing can create impressions. So whatever you do, make sure that it is something linked with opportunities and industries and technology. All right. Make sure that you do post uh, things that are irrelevant. All right. So when you do all this, then people might not want to get connected with you because they might assume that you're not really serious. And yeah, there are so many things that a person can assume when uh, things like this happen. So make sure that you stick to FB and Insta for all these other kinds of posts. All right. And then certificates and awards. So whatever skills you already have, you can post it. But in LinkedIn as well, you can take a skill quiz. It is going to be all MCQ questions. So when you take that, and if you get a minimum mark requirement, then you can add that as a skill. So you can even learn about it and then do it. So there are lots of things where you can do. You can change your profile and all. So here in these skills, it's a very important thing to showcase what exactly you have. See, for example, if I run a tech industry and I want people who are good software developers, So I'm going to look for people in my locality and I'm going to search for software developers. And under software developers, if you have mentioned certain skills, then this is exactly what I want. Okay, there is no need for long processes. So before you can get connected itself, if you mention proper skills of what you can do, it will be easy for the HRs to get connected and it will add value to your resume. That is your profile. So be it your resume or your profile, make sure that you add some skills that you already have, or if you like to get into some industry, but if you feel that you have not equipped yourself with such skills, you can take a skill test and you can add that as a badge. So when you do that, it will automatically get added. So when you research, you would know all this. Okay, Dhanush. Okay, I'm just having a quick check. Okay, if you can hear me, just raise your hand or type an S. It seems some people have a problem. So in case if my voice is not so clear or if it's buffering, please rejoin. That usually solves the problem. Okay, cool. So most people can hear. Okay, I've sent a text Dhanush to rejoin. Okay, in case if, yeah, cool. Right. Moving on. Now, apart from the profile, what exactly can you do? Now, these are the things that you can do. First one is networking, just getting connected to important people, and the next one is messaging. Now, messaging means when you get connected with people in FB or Insta, you message, you ask about how's their life, etc., etc. All that is great. Here, we specifically message on opportunities. Now, let's say you have a senior or a person whom you know who is in LinkedIn, but you were out of touch, and now you see that they are working at a very reputed industry. Now you want to know how did they get into that industry, or if they are hiring new people, what are the skills that are required. Now they have a good platform to help you on it, because their company would also be in LinkedIn. And okay, just give me 1 minute. Let me help Dhanush for a quick minute. Okay, I'm back. All right, and then you can apply for jobs and internships. Okay, how exactly to do that? I'll show you in the coming slides. Now, in case if you're actively looking for internships, LinkedIn is a great place for you to search on your own. You need not depend on other people and ask for internships. I'll show you how to do it. And then profile optimization. So this is what we were talking about in the previous things. So all these small things that you can do will increase the number of profile views that you have and thereby increase your connections. Now, exploring company pages, very important. For example, you might want to work in a particular company, let's say Infosys or TCS, or you might have a dream company. So in case if you have constraints, you want to find a company that has a branch in your preferred location, or even if they do, what are the job openings that they have? And if you want to get into that, what are the requirements? So all these things you can apply. I'll show you how to do it. So again, staying informed with the industry trend. So we already talked about this, whatever is the current requirement. And then getting inspirations and advice from creators. Okay. Now, it is not just about people who are looking for jobs. You will see that people who are industry leaders, for example, Bill Gates or Bill Gates' wife, Melinda Bill Gates, now they are divorced. But anyway, so all these high profile people, you can get connected with them, and they would not post vacancies for jobs and all, but they would post all the technology things that are going on in their company. So it is a good way that you get updated to whatever is happening. So you can follow important people. So I'll tell you what is the difference and all. So here, a strong network will benefit you throughout your careers. So even if you already have, or if you get a high paying job, still you can always do better. So there are always bigger companies who might be ready to offer bigger salaries depending on your work experience and your skills. So applicants are more likely to get hired via the network. Now it might come as a surprise to you because you don't have prior job experience. So how does a person actually look for jobs? So either they get recruited by campus placements or they might look for a job on their own. But usually applicants are recruited based on their network. For example, in my company, if I require a person for program manager, now what I would do is, instead of posting a random post where I require people, but before that, I'm going to ask in my network if they know anyone who is fit for this role. Now, why am I doing it? People do that because they want people who can trust, and if a trustworthy person is going to refer them, then uh, people might be interested in seeing what they have to offer. So likewise, if you have a strong net of networks, and if somebody gets an opening, so instead of posting a job vacancy, you might get information about the job. So they are more likely to get recruited via their network, random than a random job offer that they see somewhere. All right. So this is why networking is very important, especially when it comes to opportunities. You never know who might give you a lead, or uh, who will help you further your career. So it can come from anyone, and especially if you're going to be in touch with high-ranking professionals, then that's a definite advantage. So networking in LinkedIn. Now this is very important. Unlike Facebook or Insta, where you give random friend requests to people whom you even barely know or might not know them at all. Now you might have thousands of friends, but how many of them do you really know? Probably maybe around 10, maybe. Okay, it depends. So just like that, you cannot spam people on LinkedIn. Spamming means just giving a asking for connections to everyone. No, they want to be connected with people they know. Now you can get connected with important people as well, even though they might not know you. Now here it comes to levels. So under your profile, or if you're going to look at somebody's profile, you will see that there would be numbers mentioned like first, second, third, or fourth. Okay. What it means is, first mean you know them directly. Second means you don't know them directly, but a friend of yours knows them. So that is second. And third means, again, the network varies, right? So I'll show you what is the importance of these and all. So just look at this. So whether you're looking for a career switch, or if you're looking for to advance your careers, whatever it is, first you can get connected. To whom? Now, friends and college peers, you can directly get connected because you know them, and alumni, your seniors, and even though you might not know your seniors directly, if they find that you're from this particular college, then they would connect with you because you're from the same place. And you can even get connected with family and acquaintance. That is also possible. And you can follow companies. Now remember, you cannot connect with companies or connect with industry experts, that is industry leaders. Now, for example, maybe I want to get close with Bill Gates, but he might not want to do the same with me. Makes sense because he doesn't even know me. So likewise, for industry leaders, you can follow them, but you cannot connect with them, meaning you cannot send texts or messages directly. So that is what is the difference between connecting and follow. And when you have company executives and HRs, you can follow them, but you cannot send mails. But in case you have LinkedIn Premium, now you can send a mail or you can speak with them. So that is one advantage of Premium. I'll show what is the use of Premium after the coming slides. But anyway, since it's given here, this is one advantage for you. For the next 6 months, even though the HR might not know you, you have an opportunity to send a mail to them to say so and so. So yeah, so these are the things that you can do networking. And so this is exactly what I meant. See, for example, I'm going to this person's profile. I can see that there is a number mentioned, a third plus, correct? So what it means is he's my third connection, meaning if it's given as first, I know him directly. If it's given as second, I don't know him directly, but my friend knows. If it's third, he's a friend of my friend of my friend. So that's how it is. So in case you have a connection, you can directly send a message. But in case if the person doesn't know you, you must be very careful because you cannot spam people, you cannot ask for connections. All right, they might not want to connect with you. So where in FB or Insta or wherever we just spam people. So don't focus on too much of quantity. So quality also matters a lot. Now, if you look at all these companies and people like Melinda French Gates, in case you didn't know, she's the ex-wife of Bill Gates. So for these people, you can see there is a small uh, icon on the right where you have a LinkedIn sign, like a small chat box. Now for you, you might not have any um, signs to your profile, but once you upgrade to premium, you will see a golden colored logo, LinkedIn, after your account gets activated. That's how you know that now you're a premium member. All right. So you can follow pages, company executives, HRs, even if you don't know them personally, but you will not be able to send messages unless you have premium, and there are certain restrictions to it. I'll show you what they are. Okay. Now here, especially you can connect to your alumni. So this is the first step you can do, because initially you might not be able to look for HRs, you might not know them, you may not have a strong network, but this is the first step as a student you must do. So you can look for alumni. Alumni is your seniors of your college. So even if you don't know them personally, you can connect with them because they would accept your request, because they would want to help you. Now, if you feel that they are from a reputed company, or if they are abroad, and if you want to be in such a position, now that is where you ask for referrals. Referrals in the sense you ask for job openings, or you ask them what should I do, or what are the skills I must equip, or what should be my next step in order to get where you are. So this is where reference, this is the first thing that you can do. So they can definitely boost your chances of getting a job because they would directly recommend it to you. And there is an option where people can vouch for you. For example, if you say that you have certain skills and you have worked somewhere, or you have did this and that, now there is an option where people can vouch for you, which means, for example, if you have an HR, and if the HR knows you personally, so in your profile they can have they can give information about you, saying that you're a very good worker and you have worked with them, and you will highly recommend this person for any kind of job. So having all these things, recommendations, will boost your credibility and validate your skills, which means it will add more trust on the recruiter part. So all these things, when you explore your profile, you would know. I'll show them as well. So the same thing, if you happen to see someone working on Microsoft and if they are your friend, that is how you ask for the recruitment process and how it happens and what you're supposed to do. Same thing. All right. So this is how you enhance your knowledge and widen your network. And along with this, lots of things happen. So like I already said, 600 emails are sent every minute. Now emails means that is when the email is different from a message. Messages, you do that with a friend. Email is you send your profile, or you say something that you want to get a job. This happens to HRs or important people. This is called as emails. Now, not everyone can send emails. Only people with premium or above, only they are eligible to do it. So I'll show you how that works. And because of this, 4 people are hired every minute. So that is how powerful LinkedIn is. Okay, related to branch, connect with alumni. Yeah, right. See, if you belong to an electrical department, but you feel that you want to get into IT, so now you can get connected with people, your alumni, your seniors from IT as well. So even though you're from different departments, if they find that you're from the same college, then they would not have any problem recommending you or getting connected with you. So just make sure that you don't spam people. That is the first thing that you have to know. All right. So this feature in mail, it is more of an elongated message that you can do, but you send it to a person whom you're not connected. For example, you look for a job offer and you find it, or you're curious to know about it. So even though you may not be connected with that person, that is where you send an email. Now, email feature is not available to everyone. There is a certain limit on how you can use it. So let me show you how it works. So here, this is how you apply for jobs. See, look at the right part. So just like any other social media, yeah, this is how it will be. So on the top, near the home page, you can see my network. Okay, let me just take a pen so that I can show you. So yeah, so here, if you click on this home page, so this is where all the people that you follow or the companies that you follow, whatever posts they have done, you will be able to see it. So this is the news feed. Same thing. And here, my network, this is where you see all the people you have in your network. And this is how you look for jobs. Okay, this icon. So when you press it, you will see what are the requirements that are posted. Now, this is where you have to use filters. Now, you have posted jobs, but what kind of jobs are you looking for? And where are you looking for? So this is where you can choose to filter in which location you want and in which place you want. If you just directly put job search, then you will get like this worldwide. So here you can see that in Germany they have 9 openings, in Chennai there is 1, and here there is 2. So you can narrow down your search. All right. So by using your city, state, or zip code, or even if you look for internships, it works the same way, and you can add a job title or skill. So you might have certain skills, but you might not be sure of what jobs to apply for since you're new. You might not be even aware of what are the kinds of jobs that are there in industries or organizations. So if you type your degree or whatever you have studied or your skill, then you'll be able to find jobs which require that exactly. So it works both ways. All right. So you can type either by title or skill or whatever you want. And then depending on your preferred location or choice, or if you want to stay from home or anything, you can just take a look on where opportunities are there, and then you can narrow it down by using filters. I'll show you how exactly to use filters and all. So these are the filters that you can use. So look at this. On the left side, you have jobs. Now here, it is always advisable that you search jobs which are posted recently. Because if you see a job that was posted some few months back, and you might think you're suitable for that profile, but a person might already be or might have been recruited for that. So which is where you always look for recent postings. All right. And some companies would want certain experience level. So companies, job types. Now, since you're freshers, you need not worry about all this. But for someone who has experience, let's say 10 years of experience, so they would want to get a job which requires a person with that much of experience or a fair compensation to their level. So they might use all these filters. So the job type, on-site, remote, yes. So in case you want to work from home, or if you're interested in on-site opportunities, whatever it is, you can do it. And that is how you can apply as well. Okay, I'll tell you what is the meaning of this. There are 2 ways in which you can apply. It is called as easy apply, and then the other one, apply now button, as you can see at the bottom. So I'll tell you the difference on how this works. So this is how you search for something. All right. So first, the only thing you have to remember is start looking from the most recent date, so that you know that requirements are there. All right. And then you have an option to easy apply or apply now. Okay. The difference is when you choose easy apply, it is going to just take information from your profile that you have updated in LinkedIn. Now, if you're going to choose apply now, it will direct you to the websites, that is the company's actual page, and you might have to fill an elongated information about yourself. So I'll show you in detail. We have slides for it. So just giving you a heads up. And this is how you follow company pages. For example, Microsoft has this company page, and Divyanshu. So if this is a person whom you already know, who is connected with you, you can see that they are working there, right? And it shows you how many followers they have and their employees. And the following companies, especially companies whom you want to work, it's a great way to enhance your skill as well as opportunities. So what are they looking for? You can get to know them. All right. Thereby you can match your profile. So this is how you follow company pages. And this is what I talked about earlier. You can take a skill quiz. And when you have badges like this, it will make your profile stand out. And it is seen that candidates who earn a skill badge are 20 likely more likely to get hired. So again, we've talked about just like a resume, all these extra certifications and things you have done, they add value to your resume. That is how you showcase how unique you are from your peers, from your competitors, right? So it works the same way. Taking a skill quiz. So this is exactly what I said. The difference between easy apply and apply now. So easy apply is, okay, Yuvraj, what questions are asked? See, if you want to add your skill in people management. You say that you have leadership skill. So you're going to have questions, all MCQ questions. And if you get a particular score, you will get a badge, and that is what is added. Okay. I'll explain more on this later. We have slides for it. So here, coming back to this, easy apply is information from your profile already, and then it might want you to upload your resume as well. You will do it. And apply now is it will directly take you to a page for that particular company, and they might want a detailed information about yourself. So you're supposed to fill out an application and submit. So first you have to look at choices, and then you can do it accordingly. So yeah, this process is kind of lengthy. In some cases, companies you would have only this option, apply now option. You would not have easy apply option. So this is not really your choice. It depends on the organization. So just telling you what this is. And managing your home feed. So this is what I talked about. Whatever posts or information or things that you're going to do in your profile, make sure that it is of good quality, right? For example, you are connected with very important people, and if you're going to post a nonsensical some WhatsApp forward or something which has nothing to do with opportunities or connections, then they might get bad impression and they might not want to get connected to you. So this is a place where you have to be very careful. You cannot show all of your sides here. Okay, like I said, it's a place exclusively for connecting with important people and further your opportunities. So quality of your connections matter. Just don't spam everyone. You having connections with all of your juniors or your classmates would not help you much. You need people who already are in companies and who can actually help you, mentor you, and guide you in certain ways. All right. So your quality of connections matter. So having 1,000 or 5,000 friends in Facebook is not something to be proud of unless you can monetize it or it's going to help you in some way, right? So same way, your quality matters, and please make sure that you keep your home page feed relevant. The reason why I told you to have a professional image is because of this. So based on the post or the things that come out of your mouth or your profile, that is how people are going to judge you, and especially when you are connected with high profile people, you have to be very careful, right? And looking for job opportunities in your field. Yeah, this is important. So rather than focusing on just pure information, of course you can learn from it, but again, your main focus should be on furthering your opportunities. You already have a LinkedIn profile, and if you feel that you have posted so many things which are not of value at all, please make sure that you take it to garbage. Okay, remove all those kind of posts. So these are some common do's and don'ts. Having a professional photograph, having an updated profile, very important. See, now you might be a student, but over the years or over a few months, you might have done new certifications or you might be learning new skill. You can add all this. So make sure that it's always updated. And enabling the open to work future, I already told you the profile, you would know it. So again, don't give open to work feature unless you're really open to work. For example, if somebody is impressed with your profile and if they want you to join them ASAP, and if you say that no, I have some work, then you have false advertised yourself, right? So be very careful. So all these might lead to bad impressions, and you might not get that opportunity once again. So always be as genuine as possible, especially when it comes to things like this, whether you're open to work or whether you're willing to relocate. And if you say that you're willing to relocate everywhere, and finally you get a job in Australia, and if you tell them that no, I cannot move out of my house, I have to take care of my family, then we have a problem. So if you were already honest in the first place, the person would not have contacted you. So just for the sake of getting a job, don't put things which you might not be okay with because it might backfire later, right? So be very careful of what you put there because based on it, people are going to contact you. Like FB or Insta, you can do whatever you want. All right. And if you look at the don'ts, yes, these are pretty much common sense. I have even seen profiles where people have couple photos. So that's a strict no-no. These are people who don't know how to use it. Maybe they have joined LinkedIn because of a friend. So, which is why we don't want you to make all these kind of mistakes. We want to help you as much as we can. So, which is why we have this orientation. So, again, don't upload selfies, holiday photos, or any photo that you think looks cool, but yeah, don't do it. And sending everyone a connection request. This is not FB where you can spam. No, just be authentic, and you can start with your alumni. Then later, slowly, you'll be able to build. All right. And uploading irrelevant forwards. So yeah, again, something that I've told you about earlier, like a WhatsApp forward or some FB forward. Okay, now let's take a small quiz. So I think I have spoken for almost an hour now. So what are your answers for all this? Which looks like a better option, A or B? Can you pick? So in your profile, when you have a summary or when you say about yourself, which looks best? Student as a SRM University or a Java enthusiast? Right, it's obviously B. So remember, a student and SRM University is not something so unique. There are so many students. So when you say that you're a Java enthusiast, it means that you're passionate about Java. So people who are going to look for Java developers, now you have got the attention of important people. You got it. So how you portray yourself is very important. So many people have student as SRM University. Yes, this information will already be in your bio if they want to know that. So B is the right answer. Very good. Okay. What about two? You see that the CEO is posting something. Will you connect or follow? Obvious. You're supposed to follow them. Okay. Posting information means only if you follow, you'll be able to see what they do. So it is not connecting, it is B, follow. So first one B, second one B. What about the third one? You senior. What would you do? Would you follow them? No. If your senior means you know them. You may not know them directly, but you're from the same place. So you will connect with them. Right? Okay. Last one. What are the three ways of finding a job? I've told you, but not in order. Do you remember? Okay, one way is going to the jobs column and then checking for jobs, adding filters. Okay, cool. What are some other ways? Yes, putting your qualification details where HRs uh, will look for you, or by asking for referrals, correct? So referrals from your seniors or referrals from HRs. So these are ways you can connect. Or if you're a premium user, you have the ability to connect with HRs. Connect in the sense you'll be able to send mails that you say that I'm from so and so place and I have this, and I see that you have posted a requirement or something, or you can even ask them if there are requirements. So this is the feature which is applicable only in for premium users. I'll show them to you what is it. So yes, emails, correct. So asking for referrals from your seniors or sending emails to HRs, and the other one is looking for jobs by using the jobs column. Those are the three ways. All right, very good. Now, regarding this LinkedIn Premium, it starts from 1,400 onwards, usually. So you get this for 6 months completely free. So you have 9,000 rupees value. So imagine somebody gives you 9,000 rupees. It has its value, right? So you get it for absolutely free of cost. So please make the best use of it. Now, when you have upgraded your profile, your profile will look like this. You will get an icon like this, IN with a golden symbol, which shows that you're a premium user. And for people who are uh, extraordinary industry leaders, they would have this symbol on the right, this one, with a small chat box. So whenever you see profiles with people with this icon, even though you don't know them, but they're from a certain industry which you like, you can choose to follow them so that you know what is happening there. And for you, you will get this a golden symbol. So do check it if your profile has this symbol or not. If it doesn't have this, it means you're a normal user. So for 6 months, your profile is going to stay this way. So make the best use of it. All right. Cool. So yeah, one person asked the question, What are the answers? I'll just quickly go through that. So first one is B. Second, you follow them. Third, you connect with them. And the fourth one, I told you, going to the jobs column or asking for referrals or sending emails. These are the three ways. Okay. Cool. So you can choose to follow colleges, even universities, or even startups like this. So for example, I work in the edtech industry. So I have followed Byju's and all these companies which use technology to further our education process. So I would follow industries which I like and which I am. So you are supposed to follow which industries you like. Don't randomly follow every single thing, because when you do that, you might miss out on some valuable information. So only follow industries or people uh, who are going to be beneficial to you, not some random company. Okay. So just because you like Apple, don't follow them unless you just want to know about them. So if you follow important things which are required, you might not miss out on things, because when you look at a social feed like FB, you can see that there are so much of information. You will not be able to look through everything, right? So same way, follow industries which you want to get into or which you like, not some random thing which is of no use. So this premium starts at 1,400 per month, and like I said, you get it for 6 months. So yeah, enjoy. And how exactly do you get it? So after this webinar, you'll be given a link. Make sure you check your link, your email and your spam box and everything. And still, even after 2 hours or 3 hours, if you're not getting it, you can contact your placement officer. There might be a case where the link might have been sent to a different email address. So just make sure it's proper. And even if you did not get it, don't worry. We'll make sure that it reaches you. All right, cool. And very important, don't share it with anyone. So this is exclusively only for people who have attended this webinar. We're not doing it to everyone. So yeah, there is that. So when you do that, you will be taken to a link like this. And look at here. I told you that only premium members have this option to send emails to people. So look at this. You get 5 emails per month. It is not like you have an infinite capacity where you can look for HRs and then you send mails directly. You have a specified uh, you have a certain amount. So 5 emails per month. So all this will happen when you activate. Again, I'll show you every single feature of being a premium member. So just giving you a heads up. I told you that you can get referrals or ask for jobs using emails, but it is not an unlimited feature. Okay, just because you're a premium member, you cannot spam everyone. So yeah. So these are the pages that it will take you. I already showed you. So once you get it, you will know. Now comes to the main part. What is so special about these premium feature? Why are they charging 1,400 for a specific month? Okay, what is so great? Okay, let's see. Now this is going to give you a definite advantage. Why? Because okay, Shreya, it will not be sent right now. I'm not sure. I think some of you might have already gotten it. Okay, don't do it now, because when you check that, you will miss out on this. So yeah, the class is going to end soon. I'll probably take another 10 minute stops. Okay, so look at this. So what are the additional benefits for job seekers because of this? So one is you become a featured applicant. Okay, okay. What exactly is the meaning of this? Featured applicant means, for example, if a HR is going to search in your locality, let's say, okay, in your hometown. Now, you know that there are millions of profiles in LinkedIn. So depending on their skills or depending on the time period, it is going to be randomly be open. So for example, let's say um, I am looking for someone in my locality, all right, and I'm going to see lots of profiles, but I want only two people. I have only two vacancies in my company, and I'm going to look for just two people. Now there are, I can see that there are 1,000 profiles. So in some random order, if I'm going to call people, definitely, if I interview some 10 people, I can find two people. So even if you have updated your resume, even if you are there, you won't get this opportunity because the vacancies are limited and it would have already been filled by someone. But since you're a premium user, what happens is people who are premium members, their applications will be listed at the first. So do you understand? So even though so many people might have the same skills, because you're a premium user, your application will be featured at the first. So the HR will call you first, or the people who are listed in the front. So that is an advantage of being a premium member. So your application or your profile will be shown to people who are looking first. So your profile will be highlighted among a lot of other applications. So that is one advantage that you have. And next one is you can see your profile views. So based on the profile views, you can understand whether if people from important companies viewed your profile, and if important people have not viewed your profile, then you can understand that there is something wrong with your profile, or there are things that to be added. It might be skills, or you might want to increase, you might want to optimize your profile, right? So like this, you can see who has viewed your profile. This is a feature which is applicable only for premium members, and you can see that whether people are looking at your profile for to fill their vacant positions or not. So yeah, it gives you full access of what has happened, and then it gives you a competitive intelligence. What does it mean? So you can compare you against company's current employees. See, for example, if your friend is already working in some company and you feel that you have skills better than them, or you feel that there are skills which are not matching. For example, you might want to apply for a job and you can see that this person, they are qualified in Adobe Photoshop and they are experts in digital marketing, Excel, and all these things. So by comparing this, you can analyze your skill level and you can opt to study those courses and get better at it. So you might want to work in Microsoft, but you might have no idea on what skills are required. So by looking at the profiles of people who are already working there, so this premium feature is going to show you uh, what skills are missing from your end so that you can equip it directly, right? So yes, it gives you competitive intelligence, and then you can reach out to recruiters. This is probably the biggest benefit of all. So people from usual LinkedIn users, they don't have this opportunity where they can connect with important people directly. As you can see, third means I don't know this person. He knows a friend of my friend of mine. It's a bigger connection, but again, he's the VP of operations. VP is vice president. So I can send an email like this, asking for opportunities. So emails are always taken seriously because to important people, just like FB or Insta, you cannot spam messages. So they would definitely check your mail, and in case if they are impressed, they would get back to you. And again, you cannot spam every HR with this feature. You get only 5 emails per month. So you must be very wise and use it accordingly. All right. So this is a feature which only premium users get. So you have this. So in case you want to connect with important people and talk to them, use it wisely. All right. So again, there is another feature called as LinkedIn Learning, in case you didn't know. So there are lots of courses available where you can develop yourself in technology, career skills, soft skills, business designing skills, whatever you name it. For example, if you have compared yourself with another person in a dream company, and if you're going to look for it in LinkedIn itself, then you would have all these courses, knowledge, and which you can use it. So in case if you haven't checked it out, you can do it. And there are lots of cool features which will make sure that you are motivated, and which will give you alerts on how much you have completed and what you're supposed to do and all. So you can search for skills, subjects, softwares, whatever you're looking for. And you can have an option to queue things. For example, if you want to learn, let's say Photoshop or Java or anything, you can queue it. So one after the other, once you've completed something, the other will automatically pop up. So just like how you would add shows on Netflix or Amazon Prime or any other feature. So same thing it works. All right. So this is how LinkedIn learning works. You can choose to type whatever things that you learn. Now, once you're done it, you can add to your skills. And like I said, if you have taken the skill test and all, badges would automatically be added. All right. And you can choose to pick courses. So just like jobs and internships, you have an opportunity to filter of what exactly do you require. For example, you want to pick up a skill, but you cannot spend more time for it. So you can choose to study something which you can learn in a shorter period of time itself. So for example, here, the person has searched for data structures. So depending on the course, they can choose what to do, right? So if you're going to choose something, so just like when you shop something for Amazon or Flipkart, so depending on the searches that they get, they're going to suggest things. So same way, if you have searched for marketing, you would get all these recommendations as well. So you might want to check that out as well. So yeah, so it's a great platform for you to learn as well. And here you can set targets for yourself on what is your deadline so that to see if you are reaching your monthly target or not, just to make sure that you don't lose your motivation or just to keep you on track. Okay, in case if you're really serious about learning. So you have all these cool features to help you do all this. And finally, when you have done all this, then this is how it is. So you will have videos, you'll have audios, and you will have separate Q&A sessions, as you can see, where you can even speak with the author in case if they look at it. So all these things, when you check it out on your own, you will understand it. It's all very user friendly. So many of you might not even be aware of this, a platform called LinkedIn Learning. So make the best use of it. And since you're a premium member, you can see a ton of super cool, useful content. So you can make use of it. So again, we're talking about filters and the level of the subjects that you want to take. If you already feel that you're good at something, but in case if you want to take it to the next level, you can choose to search courses based on this. All right. Again, it depends on your interest on what you want to do. So check it out. And I've already showed you this profile. So whatever you want to learn, and you can choose a learning path. Learning path in the sense, once you have completed something, what is the next thing that you want to learn? So you might see a lot of courses like this. You want to take multiple of them, but once you have completed first, you might forget about that and you might move on to some other thing. So just to keep you posted, you can choose to add your queue on what you want to learn. So that is what is meant by learning path. You can give priority to courses so you don't miss out on something. All right. And then upon completing a course, it will automatically be added whether on where you have completed. See, for example, this person, they have completed this in LinkedIn. That is why the profile shows a LinkedIn. So in all the other cases, it shows a different one because they have completed that course from some other online vendor. So whatever you choose to do, you can do it. Okay. So this is pretty much it. We have come to the end of the class. Okay, screen is not shown. That was actually the last slide. So anyway, I'll show it. You might be able to see it now. So yes, we are done. So anywhere after 5:30, uh, do check your mails and upgrade your account to premium. All right. So Soumya, yes, you will get it in another half an hour or so. So definitely by the end of the day, you'll be getting it. All right. Just a minute. Has my screen moved or is it stuck? I'm not sure. So anyway, we have completed the session. Now, if you have any questions that you like to ask, please shoot. I'll answer it. So just remember to check your mails and check your spam folders as well. Okay, Soumya already got it. Cool. It seems that mails have been already sent. So people, check your mails. If you If you did not find it, check your spam folders, promotion folders. Once that is done, just upgrade it. And yeah, it seems that many of you are seeing your profiles in spam folders. Cool. All right, that's it. Great. Many of you got it. Awesome. Okay, so if you have any questions you'd like to ask, you can do it. Otherwise, uh, that's it. We are done. Okay, Aditya accidentally deleted your spams. Okay, no problem, Aditya. I'll check with my team and see if we can resend it. Okay, don't delete all your spams just yet. So that's it. We are done. If you have any questions, you can ask, or please remember to upgrade your profile and just think of all the things that you have discussed so far. You'll be getting this recording as well. So don't worry if you have joined in the middle or something. So that's it. We are pretty much done. If you have any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, you're free to leave. So thank you so much. Hope this was useful and please make the best use of it. And that's it. So now I'll take your questions in case you have. If not, you can leave. That's fine. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay. Vivdit Das. Okay. Yes, you can do it. Please check that link. You will have all the terms and conditions on when you can do it and all. Okay, Dhanush and Vaishnav, this record will be sent to you in another 10 minutes. Once I end this webinar, it will be sent to you. So yeah, and those of you, okay, thank you, Raju, who have not received your mails, check your spams or promotions. In case you have accidentally deleted it, just check with your placement officer. And Vijay Sharma, if it's not supported in your phone, try using a different browser like Google Chrome or Mozilla or something. Usually that. Okay, Avnish, okay, just check with your placement officer on what mail was given. Yeah, Suraj, yes, you can do it. Yes, Suraj, yes. Okay, Dhanush, if you have received, just go to that mail. If you have already have a LinkedIn account, you can just check that link and it will be automatically be upgraded to premium. Yes, it is supported in mobile, but only in certain browsers you can check. And even if it's not working, no problem. Later on your laptop or your PC, you can do it. It is just that please don't miss out on this. Don't forget about it. So make sure that you use it when you have the chance. So yeah, Mahesh, you can make a LinkedIn account right now, and then you can do it. So those of you who have not received it, just contact your placement officer. Check your spam. We'll make sure that all this will be sent to you. And this recording, once I exit the webinar, you'll be getting it. Okay, Ankit. So if you have any doubts about any feature, you can go through the recording and look at it. All right. Yeah, most of you, I think you are seeing the email in spam folder. Okay. Prabhat, as of now, there is no expiration date, but please check it out. If you have used it once, you cannot use it again. So be very careful not to send it to your friends or forward it. So, all right, that's it. I pretty much, yeah, Suraj, you can. So contact your placement officer in case if you have not received it anywhere. And please remember to not share it with someone. If you don't have a LinkedIn account, you can make one and upgrade it. So yeah, Sharma, there are lots of free courses. Check it out. Yeah, Balraj, definitely. You're not supposed to share it with anyone. If you do it, once it gets activated to your friend, then you'll not be able to use it for you. Okay. All the information on how you're supposed to go through the profile and how to access Lynda courses will be sent in the mail itself. Yuvraj, yeah, you will have a separate link directed for that. You might have gotten it already, but anyway, just check. If not, your TPO will answer it. Okay, cool. It's time. I'm supposed to end the class now. So thank you for listening so patiently. I hope this was useful. So I'll see you next time. And yeah, make sure that you upgrade it. And if you have any doubts, contact your college and we'll make sure that it reaches every one of you. Okay, don't worry if it's not working in your phone or if you have not received it. All right. Yeah, yeah, Dhanush. So make a LinkedIn profile separately and then use the link. So it'll be upgraded. All right, I'm going to end the session now. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye bye. And if you have any doubts regarding all this or if something doesn't work, don't worry. Through your placement departments, will help you out anyway. Okay, this was just to get you an awareness of what LinkedIn is and how you can further your opportunities. Okay, that's it. See you. Bye bye. I'm going to end the session now. Have a great day. Bye bye.